My ambitions as a slider. Can't deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no shout. Taking that banana with me. Gotta win. If you step on me, a nigga both feet. My ambitions as a slider. Can't deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no shout. Taking that banana with me. Gotta win. If you step on me, a nigga both feet. I'm already a stepper, so you ain't really gotta push me. I'ma slide on whoever out here profession, they the bully. Wanna get on my level, but they can't because they pussy. I don't fold under pressure, forever tethered to this foot. Bow down bitches to the presence of this mob figure. All about the dollar cause they rule under God, nigga. To be a mobster, know you gotta live by the code. Even if it means sitting down for life, no parole. Cause mob niggas step on shit and slang white. Suckers play, they get hit up the same night. And you won't find a nigga live. But to show the opposition, there ain't no competition. It's my ambition as a slider. Can't deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no shout. Taking that banana with me. If you step on me, a nigga both feet. My ambitions as a slider. Can't deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no shout. Taking that banana with me. If you step on me, a nigga both feet. My ambitions as a slider. I was a dog trying to be a rap star. I made a play with the hard. They ratted, I got charged. Born and bred the hustle. Get it up out the gutter. I'm hardened by the struggle, so under pressure I ain't budging. Never been robbed. Them pussies had to steal from me. Would've did some fake friend dirty if it was real money. You ain't in the mob, little nigga. You in the fucking way. Chill with all them throwback pictures. Go make another play. Tied to the street through my actions. This ain't the other day. Light your whole shit off the rip. Won't get another day. Bitch. And you won't find a nigga wild. Show these little industry niggas they can get it. It's my ambitions as a slider. Can't deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no shout. Taking that banana with me. Gotta win. If you step on me, a nigga both feet. My ambitions as a slider. Can't deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no shout. Taking that banana with me. Gotta win. If you step on me, a nigga both feet. My ambitions as a slider. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Put your hands together and give a nice warm round of applause. And welcome to the stage, the lyrically acclaimed. I like this nigga because when he came out with the drugs. He said dollars rule under God's shoes. Give a round of applause for Daalight, y'all. The real Daalight from the mob. Clap it up for him one more time. I'm on it as long as it's good dog. I can't keep stepping on. Ain't no limit how far I go to have what I want, do what I want. As long as it's big dog, I can't keep stepping on. Ain't no limit how far I go to have what I want, do what I want. Nigga never been as live as me. That ass pudgy started me with 2 sleeves. Like get cash, moved it that's in 2 days. Learn to lay low on Tuesdays and Thursdays. When Teddy lurks, I got Snoopy on my shirt and Bugs Bunny. Check the tag, bitch, I got this shit with drug money. Here come the drama. Niggas say I'm pumping on they block. Boom, try to hit me with some shots. We got the Glock. Throw away hammer, throw rocks at the slam. Now I'm moving private. Clientele got their friends caught. I'm clothes shopping, light fresh to death. And all white forces, I chase the check. Living loyalty, cause loyalty has meant that much. I'm in pursuit of the power, baby, wish me luck. Here when units in my city try to get me one. Get jeans or the bows and some more white ones. Getting money. I'm on it as long as it's good dog. I can't keep stepping on. Ain't no limit how far I go to have what I want, do what I want. I'm on it as long as it's good dog. I can't keep stepping on. Ain't no limit how far I go to have what I want, do what I want. I'm in the game, ain't shit the same. I had enough dope for most of them, long as I got dope from all of them. Course, pay whatever price for me to be the boss. Even use a little force. New York, the city I reside, it's the big rich town. Was in the forest part trying to knock a wish list down. Started trapping, not with the crack, but dog action. Getting down the dirty Glock 9 with the 30. From outcast to high class mob life for global. If I wasn't dropping vocals, wouldn't have social. Switch direction, got the flow to perfection. Foot in the street, still got a dope selection. Bar for bar, nigga, tape for tape. Learn the talent was a terrible thing to waste. 98 upstate, where I got my first taste. Getting chipped for dealers who known for being killers. Saying inshallah, we see a million. Help us out. I can't keep stepping on. Ain't no limit how far I go to have what I want, do what I want. I'm on limit.
Yo.
Yeah. Hey man, say man, it's your boy DAA, man. Daalight TV. Back at y'all with another Mafia material mobcast. Episode number 23. That Jordan number. Straight J. No Bronny Bronze.
No Bronny.
Yeah,
listen, the only
man.
Bronny I fuck with is the paper towels, man. That's it. It's the only Bronny I fuck
with. Shit.
I don't
Yeah,
do nothing.
man.
I don't do nothing with the last name James or Smith.
James, what you talking about? J.R. Smith?
Nah, Will Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Still fuck him.
Yeah, that nigga weird. That nigga's so weird. And he don't even have no gangster to his weird. Like, Diddy got some gangster to his weird. Will Smith is just...
Notice all this weird shit ain't hit the fan until Jada Pinkett decides she want to have talks at that little fucking red table. Now, son, Diddy can't dance no more for 5 years.
Yeah, man. Hit that like and subscribe button and smash that notification bell if you really mobbing with the content. I want to know whenever we're going live, Monday through Friday. And today, man, on today's show, y'all ain't tell by the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about the Sean Combs, The Reckoning docuseries. Put on by Netflix. Dude by 50 Cent. And yeah, man, so I watched this shit today. Well, I know you watched it. You know what I mean? So that's how we gonna run it. So it's broken down into 4 parts. Episode 1 was called Pain is Love. Took that one from Ja Rule. I thought that was fun.
What's love?
Got to do with me beating your ass down the hallway. But pretty much examining Diddy's early life and the founding of Bad Boy Records and the 1991 City College Stampede. And it opens up with like private footage from September 2024, reportedly showing, well, not reportedly, but showing Diddy discussing his legal strategy with his lawyers shortly before his arrest. You know what I'm saying? Now, on some real shit, when I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, I guess this is the pretext or whatever and shit. It was nothing really like groundbreaking. It was all the shit that we've already known. If you watch YouTube, any of these,
There really wasn't shit that we ain't already seen.
Yeah, like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was light. Like we knew all of that shit already, but you know, naturally with the build up. Now in the first episode, you know what I'm saying, off the rip, since you're talking about early life, we got dude Kurt Burrows. Now, this nigga actually had 25% of Bad Boy in the beginning. And he spoke about how 75% of it was put in Janice's name. And this is when they got the $10 million advance or whatever and shit from Cloud. You know what I'm saying? Now, the crazy is he said Diddy put the 75% of his mama name because he didn't want anybody from the city college shit to come after him for any money. And he said at that point is when he realized that this wasn't the little Catholic school nigga no more that he grew up with. You know what I mean? This nigga was becoming, you know, so to speak, the monster. You know what I mean? All this shit. You know what I mean?
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, that nigga, he said that Diddy came in with a bat or some shit like that and made him sign the 25% over, saying that, you know, he was going to back to him with all this other shit.
And Diddy would have had to use that bat to put my DNA all over that fucking wall, too. Wouldn't have been nowhere in hell.
That's a fact. But then, if that wasn't crazy enough, you know, he talked about all the other shit or whatever, how he got fired and all this other shit or whatever. But then he said that Diddy sexually assaulted, essayed him.
See, my question is, after, because he say all this shit, Diddy did all this with the bat and all that in the third, but then he kept working for Diddy after this nigga took this 25%.
Yeah.
So you done sat there, built this company, this nigga just came in here, bullied your ass with this baseball bat, and then you still gonna work for him. Yeah. Niggas like him be mad that they broke. That's what it be, man. Take your fucking little bit of chunk. He the new Mark Curry. And Mark Curry was on that shit too, talking shit. I got some shit for your ass again, you 96 Barker red having motherfuckers.
Yeah. We gonna get old Mark. You understand what I'm saying? What you call it? So yeah, he's saying all of that shit, and I'm looking at it like, bro, at some point, all right, look, let's just say one bad boy becomes $100 million company, right? If the nigga managed to take the shit from me somehow, I promise you, once I come to the realization that my 25% is worth 25 million, somebody got to die. In the word of Biggie Smalls, right? Nigga,
somebody got to die. If I'm broke, nigga, you broke. Fuck that, nigga. You done took my 25 mil. I'm taking everything. I gotta come in. Listen, man. At that point in time, we gotta play this bad boy enterprise building like Samuel L. Jackson played the Negotiator. That's it. Only thing that's gonna be negotiating is how many bullets I'm gonna pump in your motherfucking head for trying to do this bullshit. One or two, because either way you see it, your ass is gonna fall.
Yo, I just couldn't imagine or whatever, like letting them motherfucker even slide with doing like half of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he talked about what the hell? And then he talked about how basically the nigga became famous from the whole city college stampede.
Yeah.
But to me, nigga, I mean, they might have put his name in the spotlight, but you gotta think, by the time he do the city college shit, he done did Jodeci,
that nigga already and all that shit already.
Put some plaques on the wall.
Nigga, Kim Porter done got pregnant already by the time this nigga done did all this shit.
Yeah, so like a lot of shit or whatever, like you can kind of tell with this nigga, like he shouted because he talked about when you said he's back in the boat, he talked about being homeless, being in a shelter, and all this other shit.
Yeah, bro.
Now, here's my whole thing, bro. While you were there, you apparently like making a salary or whatever, top salary and shit, like because you working as an executive. So here's the thing, right?
if you know that a nigga play them type of game, then you know that your situation is that fragile. Wouldn't you make sure that you stack your bread up and shit and don't, you know what I'm saying? Like that way you could have the money to say, like when you finally decide to say, like, man, fuck this nigga, you could actually be comfortable saying fuck this nigga. But then again, shit, you already fucked this nigga. By what you're saying. Like, so, you know, what the hell are we really talking about? You know?
This nigga sound like a mad bitch. He won't give me the dick no more. I gotta tell the business now. The fuck out of here.
Well, speaking of bad
He's
bitches,
he seemed more mad than Cassie. And Cassie the one got her ass whooped in the goddamn hallway.
listen, speaking of bad, you got this chick, Joy, right? Now, she alleged that Diddy sexually assaulted her, right? And on the joint, she reads this letter, like I guess it screenshotted or whatever and shit or whatever on her phone, that her mother wrote to Diddy's mother and father. Now, by this time, his daddy dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking you. And then it's like, she's like writing this whole thing about, like, you know, she woke up, her daughter had a nightmare and all this other shit. Now, I don't know if this shit happened or not, but what I'm saying is, when I be seeing little, like, off the wall shit like that, like letters and shit, like, you gonna go and tell a nigga mama, nah, bitch, go and tell the fucking police. Because I'm pretty sure the average response, first of all, fuck the police. I know majority of parents I know, if they found out some shit like that, like I don't care how old the kid is or whatever and shit, you know how motherfuckers are about their kids. It's always their baby. Man, nigga finna step. Nigga finna step. You know
My daughter could be 105. Come and kick down doors, nigga. Give a fuck if my daughter was 1,000,000 years old, nigga. I'll come knock down buildings, nigga.
So, you know, like the letter shit kind of threw me off or whatever and shit. Now, the crazy thing is, Diddy said that he's never been alone with this chick. That's what he said. Now, I wasn't there. I don't know which one of y'all motherfuckers. I think it's crazy that you saying this shit happened in like the early 90s, but you don't decide to come out and say shit until Cassie say something.
Man, I'm going with this. Look at this bitch, man. Look at this bitch. You think as a nigga that can have the top 1% of the baddest bitches in the world, I'm gonna go fuck with a bitch that look like her?
You seen the picture of her? So you saw the picture of her when she was younger?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what's crazy about speaking of the chicks and shit. Yo, when they showed a picture of Misa, his first baby, Justin mama, when she was young, my nigga, I didn't even put the shit together, but damn if she ain't look just like Cassie, bitch.
I mean, Cassie look like her, nigga.
Yeah, well, you know, but like the resemblance, my nigga, was crazy. Like, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. But, yeah, who else we got up on here? Oh, so this was, you know, they talked about Tupac and shit. So they had this nigga cousin up there. You know what I mean? So this nigga was talking about how he was in jail when he found out that Pac got shot or whatever. I think the first time. Probably in jail when he got shot both times. But this was the nigga that I was just surprised or whatever and shit that he did the documentary and shit. And the reason I say that is because this nigga supposedly did all this time. He from the streets and all that shit. But yet you up here on a documentary trying to implicate a nigga in a body.
Niggas is broke. They gonna do anything to do this.
You said what?
Said niggas is broke. They gonna do anything to get their hands on this.
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah, I mean he danced. You ain't got no motion. Yeah,
You look at that nigga. That nigga gave it. Nigga ain't even got no barber. He gave himself that haircut. Look at this nigga.
Yeah, Roy was saying, yeah, they
look
have
like,
that.
They look like the booty bandit.
I was putting the joint up that Roy was talking about. Yeah, they have that Asian look, small eyes. Misa and Cassie do resemble each other. Yeah. But yeah, this nigga, bro, he was talking about. I seen an interview with him on I want to say it was AGTV, and the nigga was talking about, you know, what kind of criminal he was and shit. He was a 3-card Molly playing ass nigga.
Fucking
pickpocket ass nigga.
Yeah, pickpocketing ass nigga.
Like you the nigga, yo, he was the nigga back in the day. Like had the long ass trench coat with all the watches and shit hanging on the inside. Nigga, wow, boy. Talking about how he found out all this shit was going on with his cousin and the police nigga that he knew was involved, and how he did a whole bunch of nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, nobody ass nigga and shit. You was just there for the check. Give your take. But they were talking about how they were trying to say how Diddy was jealous of Biggie and Pac relationship and all that. And I ain't gonna lie, I can kind of see that. Like, you know, that nigga definitely got the, you know, main character syndrome and shit like that. You know, that's Cliff Daddy. But
Cliff Poe just got BBL surgery.
Yeah, see? Charleston White was dressed just like the nigga that gave him that BBL yesterday. On that interview.
Charleston White dressed like one of them niggas they let out the jail and I ain't got nowhere to go.
Yo, you know the little nursing school downtown Brooklyn? Where you just yeah, right by the little Lucy spot. He one of them niggas right now.
That nigga one of them bitches, you know how bitches to go buy a CNA outfit and they ain't got no job. That's Charleston White.
What?
Never trust a motherfucker walking around with scrubs on for no reason.
Out here selling, dressed like a bitch selling pussy and scrubs. Nah, being a scrub and some scrubs is crazy.
Shit, never trust a nigga that can wink at you all the time.
Y'all never trust a nigga who could wash out one of his eyes with Windex. That nigga got a marble in his fucking head.
Never trust a nigga that don't trust you because he always got his eye on you.
Word, that's Betty Wop Daddy. Who was it? Oh, so yeah, you had they had the nigga I think this is Greg Caden. He was the cop or whatever that was investigating the whole Tupac and Biggie murder. I think he was really investigating the Biggie murder. And
yeah, he
was LA, the Pac got killed in LA. But I know that he was put on the task force. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole cold case shit. And I think he was one of the niggas. I think he was the dude that was there with Orlando Anderson.
Yeah.
Or it might have been the other cop, the other Compton cop or whatever and shit, I think.
Nah, it was him. He the one that put that movie Rampart together. That's what the Rampart movie is about.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it was the Compton cop or whatever and shit, who the nigga that did the 5150 shit. They did
It's him and some other nigga. It's him and another
yeah, but
nigga.
nah, it was those two other cops or whatever. He's straight LAPD. Them two cops or whatever and shit that was on that Baby Lane shit, knew all the shit about the South Side. They was from Compton PD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga though, he was like attached to that whole like Rampart. That was the LAPD thing because Compton got their own police department. But that's where Reggie Wright and like his daddy and shit with the big dog over there. You know what I mean? All that shit.
Compton was the suburbs till real niggas came in.
Well, I mean, it wasn't even
came
the
and ran the
suburbs
footprint.
or whatever and shit. To be honest with you, it was really an agricultural area. When the dude who actually the city of Compton is named after was when he sold it, you know what I mean, to the county. That nigga, it was like a pact in there and shit that they had to keep, certain agricultural shit, you know what I mean, intact. That's why if you go to Compton now, them niggas still got like the horses and all that shit. You know what I mean? Niggas will be fucking with the little horseback and all that bullshit. So, yeah, that's the whole shit. But dude, Greg basically was breaking down the whole Biggie murder and shit. Now, what's crazy about the documentary, what was new about it, you know what I'm saying? Like episode 2, examined the whole East Coast, West Coast hip hop rivalry, which really wasn't the East Coast, West Coast and shit. That was Diddy and Puff. You know what I'm saying? But
you mean Suge
allegations, huh?
You mean Suge and Diddy? You said Diddy and Puff.
Yeah, I mean they broke down the whole shit about how Wolf walked up and shot Big Jake 5 times right in front of Suge. They said the nigga walked up to him. He like looked at Suge like while he had the gun on his partner and just squeezed like while he's still looking at the nigga type shit. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is that happened in Atlanta and shit. That was Jermaine Dupri party and shit like that. And what's wild about it is how Wolf did that shit in Atlanta and where that nigga gets smoked.
In the area.
You know what I'm saying? At a party. Playing with Michi boys. So the irony of that shit, like, even the irony they talked about with Baby Lane, him getting when he got killed or whatever, he told the cop the same thing Pop told the nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the nigga checked out. But it basically in episode 2, they really speculated on his involvement in the death of Tupac and Biggie. You know what I'm saying? It also includes claims from former gang members from the Manfield Crips, I believe, and they played the footage of Keepy D saying that Diddy offered $1 million for the murder of Tupac and the nigga Suge. And the accusations also came from former Bad Boy co-founder, this nigga, that Diddy had pushed Biggie or whatever to take the LA trip and stay in Los Angeles despite all the known dangers and all that shit. You know what I mean? Now, what's crazy is he said that Biggie was supposed to go with him to London. Like he was supposed to be the first bad boy artist or whatever and shit to meet the press in the UK and all that bullshit. So, you know what I mean? That was but they had footage and shit of like never before seen footage and shit from that night, and like some audio I guess that picked up over the 911 call. You know what I mean? After Biggie got shot and shit like that or whatever. And they showed Puffy's car like, you know, speeding away and all this other shit, whatever. So then they talked about the whole Rolling Stone situation, like after Biggie died. So I guess even before he died, the nigga was supposed to do the Rolling Stone cover, and I guess they were still gonna give him the Rolling Stone cover after he died, like some tribute shit. And Diddy went and took the cover. You know what I mean? But what's crazy is I think the nigga Kirk Burroughs was the one that said Diddy took him out there to put the finishing touches on the album Life After Death, and that the album wasn't supposed to be called or wasn't originally called that and shit. But the problem I don't believe about that, bro, is I've always heard the story that it was supposed to be a whole trilogy, right? So it was Ready to Die, Life After Death, and the Resurrection or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like all planned out. It was supposed to be like a whole story. And we know Big do all his shit, like, you know what I mean? The storytelling shit. So I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't really too much new on this shit either. You know what I mean? That we didn't already know outside of just the exclusive footage and shit that we never seen like before. We kind of got to see the Keepy or hear the Keepy D shit more like in full. You know what I mean? Or at least the key parts where he really implicated his nephew was already dead, you know, all this shit. And pretty much said that Diddy put the million up, but I think he only got $500,000 or some shit. And some people were saying that the $500,000 was because they only killed Tupac and Suge was still alive. Yo.
Here's the problem I got with this nigga. Because when all these other people was out talking all this shit for years, this nigga wasn't nowhere around. Now all of a sudden he pop up. After he done said all this bullshit done happened and he's still working for the nigga. Let's tell the truth, man. You broke, you need some money, so you decided to go read this script that this nigga put together for your ass. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Him, Aubrey O'Day, that bitch Kalina, Capricorn Clark, man, all them motherfuckers, man, it's full of shit. Remember what I told you about? Remember what I told you about that bitch Capricorn Clark? I'm gonna get Gotti up there. We got some shit for her. She's gonna be up there talking all that kidnap shit. We got some shit for you, bitch.
Yeah. So going forward, so in episode 3, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, it was titled Official Girl, and it focused on, you know, allegations of abuse in Sean Combs' relationship after the death of the notorious B.I.G. It featured interviews from Aubrey O'Day, this is Aubrey right there, and Clayton Howard, who, oh shit, hold up, I lost my space. And this shit pretty much was talking about how Diddy, you know, after he kind of tried his whole music thing, the No Way Out shit, and in fact, that's where your boy kind of comes in after Biggie dies. That's where your boy Mark Curry kind of come into the mix. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about old punk ass Mark, old Mark ass nigga.
I heard his bitch ass up there telling.
Yeah, nah, this nigga right here though, bro, he funny. Cause he was talking about like, yo, he still tried to make a lot of that 92 bar career that he had.
Man, he even tried to add some extra bars because he up there talking about that song he wrote for Diddy for the Godzilla soundtrack.
Yeah.
Which you should be sitting there trying to tell people that you almost ruined Diddy rap career with that bullshit. Talking about, oh, I didn't say it like this. I said, motherfucker, if it wasn't for Diddy, your ass would have been writing shit but a fucking note. That's it. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to add on the extra 16 bars to his fucking career. Fuck you.
Yeah, they said so in episode 3, you know, they was talking about like the controlling and violent behavior, the financial planning by Combs prior to the whole 20-day, I guess, you know, doing the damage control and all this shit. But there's so with the thing with Aubrey, right, that stood out. So somebody gave a statement to the prosecution that they walked in to a room and saw Diddy and a light-skinned, stocky man. I think they said he was bald. Basically running a train or pulling a Cliff and Shaheem on Aubrey, right? So Aubrey is up there reading this shit like she don't even remember this shit. She don't know if this happened or not. Like she's like, yo, if it did happen, I don't want to know. Like, because I have no. She ain't got no recollection of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. I said, so why are they even pushing this shit? If the person doesn't even recall that she was even in the room to say like that happened. Now, the girl said that when she walked in, Aubrey was apparently inebriated and shit. Now, peep game. First thing first, when I heard stocky, light-skinned nigga, first motherfucker I thought about was Hard Pierre. That's definitely a light-skinned, stocky ass nigga, man.
Could have been Roger Bond.
But he not stocky. But Roger Bond's like, he another nigga, see, and we gonna get to him in a minute and shit like that. I got him up here, whatever, on the clip. But so Aubrey saying that, like, she don't even remember if it happened or not. She did talk about a text message that Diddy sent her saying how he just wanted to smash and all this other shit. You know what I mean? And how he was gonna go back to watching porn and finish masturbating and shit. And if she changed her mind, you know what I'm saying, holler at her, whatever. And then I think he ended the text message with "God is the greatest," allegedly. I'm like, get the fuck out. That's it, yo.
That's true Scorpio shit. That's how I would have ended that text message too. God is great. Just troll her.
It's like, yo, that's the wild shit.
I think I'm gonna make that my signature on my text messages. That God is the greatest.
Hey, that's what I heard. A nigga, he told me a story about a nigga who got like 2 life sentences, and he stood up there for the judge. They like to say before the court, that nigga said, "God is the greatest." I said, "Yo, that gang."
That nigga a G. That nigga took that shit on the chin.
That nigga took that shit on the chin, like Cassie. No, but not like Cassie.
Judge hit that nigga with that time. The nigga ate that shit like it was a motherfucking pound cake. Life.
What's the girl name? Not Dawn, but the other one.
Kalina.
What's her name?
Kalina.
Yeah. So she was up
Funny
there
looking ass.
talking about, hey, listen, you know what's so funny is that she even did this documentary because of the fact of this. I remember when that nigga 50 was trolling Diddy, and he said, yeah, you know the group Dirty Money? He said the girl group that Diddy started with the two ugly bitches so that he could be the prettiest girl in the group. I said, damn, I said, bitch, you must not have caught that one.
That bitch is ugly, man.
Huh?
That bitch is ugly, man.
You said what?
Said that bitch is ugly, man.
Yo, I ain't gonna bullshit you. Shorty, like both of them kind of make me think about, you know, the Greyhound on the bus.
Nigga, that bitch is like Bo Jackson.
I don't even remember what Bo Jackson looked like. But damn.
Yeah, this thing said I don't know what that nigga look like.
This nigga say Bo knows this, Bo knows that, but they like don't know what you Bo look like. I don't know what that nigga know. Oh man. Who else we got the point? Yeah, but she was talking about she was trying to get her kids back, and I guess she needed $5,000 to get a lawyer or some shit. And then this nigga Diddy like told her that she ain't, you know, he was working on something else and he couldn't do it right now. I said, damn. I said, he spun that bitch on 5K. I said, well, okay. So now she was talking about how one Dawn came out that she was following the lawsuit for the assault and all that shit. Diddy gonna call her and ask for help. Now she still sat there. She's gonna say all that shit. And then she like, no, I love you, good. I was like, man, you know fuck out of it. She probably do got love for that nigga. She damn sure issued that statement saying she didn't she never saw any of the things that Don was accusing Diddy of, and that you know, Don's statement don't represent her truth and all of that. Oh, ass on the floor.
She's sitting up here with her narrow ass face, talking that bullshit though. Man, fuck these bitches.
So, CG said 50 is the biggest clown and petty on the planet. Without Diddy, no Diddy content. They was said, they even said his mom didn't give any response. Yeah, well, I mean, she ain't gonna say shit. They said that, they said Diddy mama.
They said Diddy was whooping his mama ass.
Shit, they said shit, she was whooping his ass first. And then he was like,
I mean, everybody's mama was whooping their ass at one point in time, nigga. What the fuck?
That nigga said Diddy mama ass whooping was different. But yeah, then one day or whatever and shit, he said that nigga snapped, put hands on that bitch. He said, bitch.
Nigga went Ike Turner.
Man. And at that point, he had arrived. He said, if I could hit my mama, I could hit anybody.
Next thing you know, Diddy was out here putting hits on niggas.
Yeah, they talked about how the nigga put hands on Kim and shit. Where the fuck were they at? Outside of the joint, and how he slammed her ass like into the car wall or some shit like that. This nigga Diddy, I mean, if he did all that ass whooping shit or whatever, and shit, that nigga definitely wildin'. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, none of this shit, bro, was like groundbreaking news or anything that we haven't really like heard before. You know what I'm saying? Over the course of this shit. Like, no bullshit. I literally covered the entire trial. Right? There's a whole playlist or whatever and shit on, you know, Daalight TV. Y'all can check out. And no bullshit. The only thing missing or the only difference between my coverage of the trial and the whole like Diddy story is I didn't have access to the exclusive footage. You know, the never before seen shit.
We gotta get Darius up here, because Darius was actually in the fucking courtroom for that shit. Shout out to Darius, man. Darius got a little clip on the shit too, man. They put
Oh
him in a
yeah,
little
I
clip.
seen that. I seen they put that in the I seen they put that shit in the chat. But
shout out my boy Darius, great, man.
Yeah, man, that was a good look. But see, I had covered this Diddy shit from beginning to end, nigga. So a lot of this shit or whatever is like so repetitive. I'm just sitting here like, all right, bro, like it really ain't nothing groundbreaking. And this is the whole thing or whatever why I said, remember when I was saying earlier, probably ain't gonna be no real lawsuit or whatever and shit or defamation and shit based on the fact that all of this shit basically, everything spoken about on this shit has already been printed in court documents, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if I sit here and I go on Pacer and I download a nigga whole case and I read the shit on YouTube, nigga, you can't fucking sue me, nigga. Like that shit is public record. The federal government put that shit out. Now, unless you want to push the line on them niggas and shit, you better leave me the fuck alone, nigga.
Shit, I mean, he might. He already up one on their ass.
You said what?
I said that he might push the line. He already up one on their ass.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, what I thought it was gonna be was that they were gonna try to really stretch this shit. But like, I mean, they really just made this shit about a court case that already happened. The only difference between now and shit, or the shit that makes it look crazy, is this. Back in the day, it would be years. Like, think about how long it was after the OJ trial before we actually saw like a bunch of TV shows and shit about it, right? In this era, it's like if your trial is over in July, they could put this shit out by August, nigga.
When your trial over in July, nigga, that shit would be on air by July 31st, nigga.
Mm-hmm. July 31st, my Uncle Ru's birthday. Rest in peace. But yeah, son, like that shit. So again, bro, this shit really wasn't anything like I said, groundbreaking. Let me see who else we had on here to talk about. Oh yeah, that Derek Parker, that's the hip hop cop nigga.
That nigga like hard job on 007.
Yeah, naturally, you know, he was around for all this shit, especially the Club New York shit and the whole thing.
He's the Diddy detective.
Diddy cop. Not Diddy Bop, but Diddy cop.
Diddy cop.
Nah, that nigga was the one that was really running down on
That nigga look like Mr. Potato Head with a beard.
Yeah, that nigga look like one of them.
Nigga like Mr. Potato Head with a Beijing.
He looked like the nigga on that beard box or whatever that Nori be having on Drink Champs.
Nigga look like he definitely belong on Rewind to 10. He definitely belong on that box.
Yeah, that was Fat Joe shit, right?
Yeah, that's Fat Joe shit. Rewind to 10.
Capricorn motherfucking Clark.
Bitch.
This bitch here, bro. This fucker, she was crazy. You know what was so funny? My favorite part or whatever about Capricorn Clark's whole involvement in this shit was the way they made her look in them goddamn court sketches. I was dying, nigga. I was
That's what her ass
dying.
get.
She looked like they made her look like Gretchen from Recess.
That's what her ass get.
I'm gonna put the picture next to each other. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. But you know, she naturally was talking about how she was kidnapped. Oh no! Well, first she talked about how, you know, one of Suge's baby mamas was her best friend, and when Diddy found out that, you know, she knew Suge, you know, took that bitch for a little walk in Central Park, I believe it was, and let her know, like, you know, anything go left, any weird shit happen, and boom, you're on. Now, some people like, oh, that's crazy. I'm like, nah, nigga, because here's the thing. Let me find out that you fuck with the ops, that you come around my way trying to apply for a job, but you don't tell me up front that you fuck with the ops. Nigga, that fucking walk, I would have left your ass where I fucking found you.
Nah, I would have hired her.
What that shit about? Huh?
So I would have hired her. And she would have took a misfortunate trip down the flight of stairs. I would have been on permanent leave.
What did you do it over here, bitch?
Nigga, I'd have had that bitch take out trash and had somebody come by and break her motherfucking kneecaps.
That shit is like real weird. Like,
I'd have got her jumped. So, you know, I'm a diabolical nigga. So a bitch like her.
Now.
Look,
Yeah.
I wouldn't threaten the bitch. I'd have got her jumped and raped. Fuck that.
Whoa.
We diabolical.
I'm gonna have to edit that shit out. You go good nigga. Ha! Damn sure ain't gonna monetize this shit down.
We edit that shit out. We gonna edit that out.
But fucking yeah, but like I said, man, all this shit pretty much the same shit. This little nigga talked about how he was essayed or being groomed and he didn't get his money and all of this shit. Yeah, you was having so much fun. Your ass was wearing all them different hats and everything like that. And your ass or whatever ain't put your thinking cap on. All them hats you had and you ain't had your thinking cap on to think, oh shit, let me get my money. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, you just want to be down. You so happy. I put in all this work. I lived with him for a year. Yeah, it sound like a Diddy and Andre Harrell story to me.
Mm-hmm.
Which nigga did you fuck? Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde?
Man. Only reason he said
You know,
so.
they say that his lawsuit is still pending, but they threw a bunch of his shit out though.
Yeah, because the nigga full of shit. The only reason he even said something because that last album him and Diddy put out ain't sell. And he didn't get some money that he was supposed to get if the album sold. He ain't get the money because the album ain't sell. So he decided to talk this bullshit.
I say, I had a line in the Pawns and Kings joint where I said, if you don't want the whole stomping ground swept from under you, leave that little ride home and bring a bigger gun with you. Niggas weird as all them Diddy parties they've been running to.
This nigga look like a Oopa Loopa dressed in designer clothes. Come on, man. Like,
Oh,
nah,
you
listen to
seen
this
this shit
bullshit.
with him in the studio with all the hats and shit like that?
Yeah,
We
listen,
know
man. This
these niggas
nigga
sound
sitting
like
here talking that
nonsense.
bullshit, but then you gonna sit there and talk about he was in the studio. Who you said Diddy had him around listening to his shit? Terrence Howard or some shit, or Cuba Gooding Jr. or some
Yeah, I
shit.
forgot.
Anyway, you say whichever fucking actor it was, what sense do it make for a fucking actor to be sitting there listening to your motherfucking work like he's some fucking A&R and you all close on him like how you was, even leaning all in on that nigga, but then sitting there talking about somebody essayed him. Ain't do nothing to that nigga. He was trying to essay them
Nigga. The crazy shit was
niggas. He was trying to do like Kid be trying to do, man.
I'm the
Old
king of,
spooky ass nigga, king of cock.
he's the prince of cock.
Mm.
He is the king. Yeah, nigga. This is one of the jurors. They were just talking about, you know, how they felt about all the testimony, and they said that both of the jurors, the dude and the girl that they interviewed, said this was the other juror. You know what I'm saying? But they were saying this dude said straight up or whatever that Capricorn Clark, he didn't really believe her whole story and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was
Shit.
the bulk of his shit. Like he said, it didn't make sense to me. He said they were very confusing.
Yo.
Like, I don't know what the fuck they been talking about.
That nigga sound like he was
Yeah.
about to make something.
Shorty,
About
she
to make
was
some
sitting here
halal
talking about. You said what?
That nigga sound like he's supposed to be making some halal food.
Probably what he took it or do it customer service. Customer service. You happen to be in America, do not ask for the green card. I used to do that shit when that nigga Alibaba used to come on Clubhouse or whatever trying to troll and shit, nigga from Detroit. I ain't really heard that nigga on there since they put the address of that gas station and shit that his daddy owned up there. But yeah, man. Then got Roger motherfucking Bond talking about when I first met him, I liked him because I didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? He is like, I never heard. He said, I never saw Diddy put hands on Kim, but I've been outside the door while it was going on. Nigga, so you basically security and all this shit or whatever. You got a obligation to protect the weak and all this other bullshit. But why you ain't going there? Cause your ass wanted that job, nigga. You wanted that shmoney. You really was supposed to take on Wolf position or whatever, but you ain't built like Wolf. You damn sure ain't finna look a nigga partner in the eye while you plug him 5 times. I don't see you doing it, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? My thing is, nigga, you complicit because ain't nobody really afraid of Diddy for real. They was afraid of his security and what they might do. But then again, you look kind of stocky in here. Was you the one that was?
That's why I said, nigga.
Oh,
shout out
shit.
to the Great Lyricist Podcast. Shout out to David in the chat.
Yeah, shout out Dave. What up, though? But yeah, nigga, like, damn, you could pass for a non-camera version of Hard Pierre.
Told you, nigga, it was him and Diddy. They was talking about and that shit with all.
Goddamn. Well, you look at that. But You know, naturally, the big debate and all of this shit has been, like CG was saying, niggas is saying that 50 is a clown and all this other shit for, you know, doing a documentary. I even got into a whole back and forth with niggas in the chat on the Real Fruit Quan podcast on his IG. And so, you know, niggas is like, I saw the post that said 50 Cent is weird, you know what I'm saying, for putting the Diddy documentary out, right? I'm like, nigga, weird. I said, nah, paying a nigga to fuck your bitch while you watch, that's weird. 1,000 bottles of Astroglide and baby oil, that's weird. And saying men and all that shit, that's weird. 50 trolling a motherfucker or whatever and shit like that. I mean, bro, look, fuck a video. Fuck video and all that shit. Bro, that nigga 50, we saw what that nigga did with one picture of Rick Ross.
Shit, we seen what he did with Fat Joe. Elephant in the sand, nigga.
Nothing that this nigga 50 is doing is out of character of the 50 Cent that everybody knows. And what's so crazy about it is, shit, 50 went and you know, he was trying to smash Misa. His baby mama Shaniqua said that shit. So at this point, it is like, you know, it is what it is, whatever these niggas got going on and shit. But see, here's the whole irony of 50 doing that to Diddy. That game that 50 played is the same game that the nigga Diddy played with I'll Be Sure and Kim. Is the same game he played with the chick, because I think Misa was fucking with Eric Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then he turned around and did this shit to Ryan Leslie with Cassie. So, to be honest with you, it seemed like 50 was just giving this nigga a taste of his own medicine once the shit went bad and he tried all the little funny shit. Because it's like, yeah, the shopping shit was the shit that stood out. That was the viral clip. But you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of little shit that, you know what I mean, happened with that situation. Even when it came down to doing a deal and all this shit, because the nigga Diddy was still kind of like, he ain't take a side, but you still basically told me you not fucking with me because of the shit with Preem. But nigga, basically it's like, all right, it's like you coming to me, bro, like we can simplify it, right? It's like if you come to me and say, yo, like, I got a problem with these niggas or whatever and shit, I need you to let me hold that hammer. And I know you need the fucking hammer. I know if they catch you with this shit, you dead. And I don't give you the hammer. For whatever reason. I pretty much said, fuck you, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, the crazy shit was when I was in the comments and I was like breaking all this shit, I was like, bro, the way I came up is, if you was, like I said, if Diddy was in the hood, we was just all on the block, we all chill at the same corner store, whatever, and that type of information came out about a regular nigga in the hood and shit like that, what would happen to that nigga?
Nigga be walking around looking like Red on Friday.
Bro, we be trolling that nigga, beating that nigga up, all kind of shit. Like, so I don't understand how this is weird to anybody. If you do weird shit or whatever and shit, bro, niggas is gonna, niggas gonna make fun of you and shit. And then you gotta think about it in that context. A nigga ain't even getting paid for that. But now it's like, nigga, if you can make a couple M doing that shit. Come on, bro. Because if that's weird, then everybody on YouTube is weird. Everybody who run content on niggas on YouTube is a fucking weirdo. So I'm weird. Say Cheese is weird. Vlad is weird. Like Jim Jones is weird. Let's just keep going up and down the line. Gillian Vallow is weird. Drink Champs is weird. You understand? Joe and Jada is weird. Like all these niggas is weirdos then. So it's like it's just funny and shit. Like saying that all the ghetto black. I tell you one thing. That I told you the story. I was with the PR chick, and that's how I met Black Rob and all that bullshit. And how I was 16, bro. And she tell this nigga Daz, if y'all ever have him around Puff, you better not ever leave him alone by himself. He's so cute. I was like, there ain't nothing cute about me. It's I'm bad. Diddy was to try some bull. Hey, Diddy was to try some little ride with me, nigga. Oh, he gonna go left. Oh, he gonna have a Biggie and Tupac moment all in the same time. You gonna go from being shot in a studio to being still shot in a car.
You're just gonna go to being shot in the goddamn face. That's what the fuck gonna happen.
I'm gonna run that car right off the pier, nigga.
There ain't gonna be no running no car. This shit. It's gonna be man down wherever that shit happen.
Victory playing in the back. Nah, we're gonna play I'll Be Missing You. Yeah. Somebody will be missing you, but these shots won't. Your dumb ass. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like I said, ain't nothing new come out of this shit or whatever. So I don't see anything. Cause they'll have to sue the whole goddamn world. They'll have to sue CNN. They'll have to sue, you know what I mean, Fox News. You know what I mean? They'll have to sue Law and Crime, all this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, free Diddy, but no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Keep it like that.
Free Diddy. That free Diddy. Fuck Mark Curry. And Charleston White.
Yeah, but both of them niggas. I just, I don't know, bro. Like, that nigga Diddy will be home in no time. They expedited his appeal shit, so.
Nigga Diddy be home in August next year.
Yeah. I mean, the interesting thing is gonna be what's gonna happen, like what he's gonna do once he's out. Like how he's gonna move or whatever and shit, how that nigga gonna be received by the industry and all of that bullshit. You know what I mean? At this point, I see, like even they had one of the sex workers on there, one of the dudes. And he described exactly what I've been saying. I said, if Diddy is the John Gotti of baby oil, Cassie is Sammy Gravano. Because when that dude said that he couldn't stay up, like, you know, he was like, how do y'all stay up all fucking like 2 days and all that shit? He said she was the one that gave him the E-pill.
Told you, man. Diddy was a victim, man.
Yeah, she was the Sammy Gavano in the Freak Up. You know what I'm saying? Then she sat here or whatever and, turned state witness and got to leave with her money and shit. That's usually what happened. That's usually the deal that the rats make. Everybody at Diddy trial was a part of the conspiracy. Like, if they didn't turn state witness, the motherfucker would be charged, they would be co-defendant, they'd be in the same position Shine was in.
Yeah.
Except y'all ain't gonna become no goddamn hot politician or something like that when y'all get out. Only politics y'all gonna be doing it on the goddamn prison yard. Like, where you from? Oh, your people over there.
Have your paperwork ready.
You don't want to fuck around and get elected in that bitch. Promise you don't. Man, like I said, I literally just watched that shit or whatever. Like, I was done watching it around like 6:30, something like that. Then I went, made the cover of tonight's show, Mafia material, Sean Combs, The Reckoning, The Reaction. On episode 23. Nigga can't keep up with us.
We're moving too fast, man. Moving too strong. Pause. Said we moving too fast and moving too strong for him. Pause.
But yeah, man.
The only nigga outworking us right now is Max B.
You said the only what?
The only nigga outworking us right now is Max B.
Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a win that, shit, Harlem needed, New York needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga home, hopefully, getting his bag and shit, and he dropped that, he dropped them hits and shit. I think if Mac do a good 2-year run or some shit, like, he probably got more than that. But I just think if he do a good 2-year run with the music, like, he'll really shut a lot of people up. Like, and it's kind of a good time that he's doing it, because despite what Charleston White was talking about, Max, I think it's a good time and shit, because if you look at like what happened, like the Clips kind of, put out a dope ass project and shit that everybody gravitated to. That shit still getting replayed and all this other shit. You know what I mean? You got the Legend Has It like series that Nas did. You know what I mean? So I think it's like at a time where the ageism in the whole hip hop shit is being tested. And that nigga got a good opportunity to, really shake that shit up. Because in the end, like, the nigga still got he an old nigga, by, definition, how these young niggas would try to classify however and shit, he's supposed to be You understand? But the nigga still got like a young enough spirit to kind of be tapped in and, get in his bag and know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
Yeah. Can't shit stop the wave, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, he definitely gonna find his lane. Like, even if it won't be the music anymore and shit, like, if that nigga start doing podcasting and all that shit or whatever, that nigga shit gonna go crazy.
I give him, like you said, I'll give him about a good 2 years. If he do a good 2-year run, he'll be able to get some podcasting. He had some more relationships built by then.
What we got? Let's check the chat. Yeah, they study. Shout out Miss Steady Hustling. Pull it up in here. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel or whatever and shit. I take on the Diddy shit. Nothing groundbreaking here. Kind of like what the lawyer tell you, whatever, when he filing motions. And it's really just a formality and shit. Like, ain't nothing that's gonna walk your ass out of them gates anytime soon. You still gotta fight me. But man, real quick before we go, we'll get into it more tomorrow when I have all the clip together. But you know, after our Charles Cosby reaction, I still ain't put the whole conversation in the members section, but I'm gonna drop the parts or whatever and shit on for the regular public. But y'all definitely gonna want to tap in with that made members subscription, because there's gonna be a lot of ill shit that ain't necessarily gonna be put out there first, but you know, y'all know how this shit go. Bro, I found the nigga Charles Cosby's son's TikTok.
Nigga, TikTok.
Nigga, I don't know what in the fucking PCP is going on, dog. That shit crazy, but you know, when I tell you, cause I know like some backstory about what's happening. Like when I was seeing some of the shit he was posting, even like his sister, the one who I actually end up falling out with the nigga, you know what I mean, about.
Yeah.
All of this shit tie in or whatever and shit. So we'll probably have that shit queued up and ready for niggas tomorrow. I'll probably play a clip of, cause part 2 is only about 5 minutes, so I'll probably like run through that, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we're gonna keep building or whatever and shit, keep bringing y'all this heat in these YouTube streets. The real street too, the niggas be outside. But that's pretty much our show for today. Well, you got anything else for the people?
Nah, just shout out to the chat. Go follow the World Pest chat, join that. Go holler at our boy David, Lyricist Podcast. They got that was tonight, they had an interview with G-Dub. Go check that out. Other than that, man, yeah. Keep mobbing with the guys, man. Triple M.
Yeah. Hey, you know, Money Jane or whatever and shit, you know, she know a lot about this Charles Cosby situation too. She was there for a lot of this shit. Like she could really validate a lot of the shit that you know, that I'm saying and shit. You know, this shit international. When I say mobbing on earth, I mean that shit, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's our show for tonight. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe, especially the niggas out here on the fucking internet don't know what weird is. They weird. Oh, and to that nigga or whatever and shit who I don't even remember your name, nigga. It was something Foster and shit. You was in the little comments under the Real Big Fruit podcast shit, telling me or whatever 50 Cent ain't gonna pay my bills or whatever. Whack, man. Well, guess what, goofy nigga? Diddy ain't gonna take your bitch ass shopping. You understand what I'm saying? So run tell that. Show weird ass. You understand? But like I said in the chat, man, like I said in the comments, nigga, that's all I got for you, whatever. Niggas are sitting here saying 50 Cent got Ether. If you think that whole shit with Daphne or whatever is the equivalent of some Ether and shit like that, you the goddamn weirdo. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas is first class weird. But I get it though. You would have stayed at the party and shit after too. Don't try to check me, nigga.
Oh shit.
Check your my chart.
Dancing his way to the back. So I'm like, oh, I was looking for the bathroom.
Yeah, it wasn't called Winslow, it was your ass. I should have had your picture ready and everything like that. We're gonna get a couple people and shit, because you know I told you earlier in that story and shit, and I said I was probably gonna dig up that whole DJ your boy Earl, Kevin Gates manager and all that shit. You know? And I ain't even really got no problem with Buddy and shit. You know what I mean? Like, cause I tell you some funny shit. Like when I break this shit down or whatever, you know what I mean? Like we'll get into that. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about this week, man. A lot of smoke to clear. You know, might want to put the shower cap and a wet towel over your smoke detector when you watch this shit or whatever, because, you know, we got that shit, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy Daalight, a bro host, World Pest. We out of here.